over here, but I'd like to thank Ayanaga Olokbengapol for joining us today and sharing that insight as a public affairs analyst. Now we move on to our next news. The Democratic Republic of the Congo and the M23 rebel group have signed a framework peace agreement aimed at ending the ongoing conflict in eastern Congo. The deal was formalized in a ceremony held in the Qatari capital, Doha, on November 15th. This agreement is part of a broader international effort with the US and Qatar leading mediation talks to resolve the decades-long crisis that has claimed thousands of lives and displaced hundreds of thousands more. Qatar's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Mohammed bin Abdulaziz Al Khulaifi, has emphasized that peace must be built on mutual respect and sincere commitment. While the deal covers 8 key protocols, ongoing negotiations are focused on implementing 6 of them. Despite the diplomatic efforts, violence continues with recent reports of deadly attacks by Islamic State-linked members in the region. Now for this discussion, we welcome Dr. Levi Nudu. He's a political analyst, joins us live from Johannesburg. Thank you very much, Dr. Nudu, for joining us again. Good to see you. Now looking at this, what more can you tell us about the current situation of implementing these 8 points, and why are these governments focusing on implementing these 6 among the 8?
Greetings to you and greetings to the viewers at home.
Greetings.
It's important that at the end of the day, finally there should be peace in that part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. There has been an ongoing conflict between the M23 rebels and the government troops for quite some time. It has left a number of people displaced, a number of people killed, and indeed it has drawn a lot of political attention from the region and of course from the international community. There has been a lot of support from different forces in and outside the DRC. Also at the same time, it has created a lot of strain on the part of the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo. At the end of the day, one has to appreciate the fact that finally there is a peace agreement. What becomes very central in this peace agreement are issues that relate to ceasefire, which of course has been very much instrumental in the harassment, in the dispossession, disorganization of families and people in the eastern part of the DRC. And my view is that that primary factor, if it's achieved, the rest could still be sorted out. And I think that is why you have a situation where they talk about the primary factors. And the primary factor, which is conflict, has been dealt with. And of course, other subsectors of the peace treaty will have to be spoken about in the near future. And my view is that these are positive developments that everybody expected.
And do you think that the 8 peace deal is feasible in near future?
It will depend on the major role players in the peace agreement. It will also depend as to whether indeed the people of the DRC and indeed those that are involved would want to see the end to this conflict. Of course, they couldn't not agree on all these aspects, but when you negotiate, the primary factor is that you should be prepared to compromise, and my view is that these parties are aware that to a certain extent they have to compromise, and that they should do in the interest of the people of the DRC and in the interest of peace and stability.
And can you tell us the countries involved in this peace deal, including Qatar's role here?
Well, I think what's important is that there has been a lot of conflict and disagreement on the basis of the access to resources, on the basis of the ownership of the land, and also on the basis of nationality. And my view is that these are not issues that can just be resolved over time. These are issues that will require a lot of negotiations, a lot of compromise, and indeed some form of cohesion, working together and understanding each other, which in my view is something quite very necessary. So we need to be able, as the leadership of the DRC, they should be able to find ways and means to incorporate the society and the affected citizens to start building from what is agreed upon and ensure that they are able to move forward together as a united people. And that for me is something that is quite primary. Of course, there would be some pockets of disagreements and misunderstandings here and there, and mechanisms should be established to be able to deal with that and manage it in a manner that it does not negatively affect the ultimate outcome of ensuring that there is peace and stability which is permanent in that region.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for sharing that powerful message with us on Dr. Levi Nudu. Thank you very much. Now we move on to Mali.